What's going on, guys? Coming off of all the drift car stuff, off the show car stuff, due to COVID-19 and this whole coronavirus thing, all of us are locked in inside our homes. I've been doing a bit of research now for quite some time. Jesse's been talking about it. He actually started building a PC and stuff like that. So I was like, all right, I mean, we're kind of locked inside, and if I'm not able to work on the cars here and there due to like scheduling conflicts and stuff, I was like, I still want to be able to drift. I still want to practice and get seat time and try to get better, because my goal for this year is try to get to A class and try to drive the club circuit at Lock City, which is like a main goal for me. So I was like, you know what? A lot of guys been doing this, so I'm going to jump in on it. And I bought a sim. So I basically am building a sim for Xbox One for right now, just due to money constraints. Hopefully I'll be able to build at least a PC, so it'll be enough to run Assetto Corsa. But for right now, I'm downloading Assetto on the Xbox One. So everything that I have right now will work for Xbox One and the PC. So this is what I got. So I jumped in after doing a bit of research and talked to a bunch of the guys like Jake and Jesse. Jake said basically I should go with the Thrustmaster TMX Pro set. So looking at the TMX Pro set, it would come with the wheel and 3 pedals for like $250-ish. Now, I found a deal for these on Amazon, and it came with the actual Pro pedals and shifter combined into a kit, which was super sick. So I was like, I'm on a budget. I don't want to spend too much money on this, and but I do want kind of the better stuff. So what I did is I was actually able to save myself about $60, $70 for just getting the wheel with the pedals that only come with 2 pedals, and then ordering this separately. So instead of, no matter what, I was going to have to spend this money, but I saved from this like another, like I said, 50 or 60 bucks. So I did that. So I have my wheel, I have my pedals, I have my shifter, and then I have my rig. So again, talking with Jake, Jake was like, hey man, he's like, it's going to be tough trying to set all this up if you don't have like a computer desk, whatnot, this and that. And since I'm going to be moving soon, I actually am going to have my own room for like gaming and whatnot, like gaming and editing and all that jazz. So I was like, you know what? I might as well just dive in, get a rig set up and get one. So Jake showed me his rig. His rig's a little bit different than mine because it didn't have a seat mount. This one actually comes in with a seat mount when you build it up. So going off all that, Twan hit me up, and I was like, Twan, do you have any extra seats laying around, this and that, from any of your Subarus or whatnot? And he's like, I don't, but I found these on Facebook Marketplace for $30. These are Jeg's racing seats, plastic racing seats with like a leather padded back. He found 2 of them for $30. So he's like, yo, if you go pick them up for me, I'll let you get one for free. And I was like, okay. So I got a free seat with a sliding mount already. So when I mount everything up, I can actually move the seat back and forth. It's already got a slide mount on it. So super sick. So yeah, so I got a seat, my rig, my wheel, and my pedals and shifter for budget price. Jake's like, yo, I saw that you got all your stuff. He's like, we're jumping on a setup tonight, so get your stuff set up. So this video is basically going to be my sim build. So the first thing here, what we're going to do is we're going to start actually unboxing everything. So I'm going to unbox the TMX Pro, or the TMX Pro wheel. Oh yeah, this is going to be sick. So this is the wheel itself. As you can see. So it comes with all your buttons. It does have like a rubberized grip here, but the wheel is plastic. But with that being said, it's actually going to be pretty sick because Jake is actually making 3D printing adapters right now. So he's going to hook me up with an adapter so I can actually adapt a real wheel onto this. So that's pretty sick. I can't wait. So thanks, Jake, for that. And if you guys are looking to get one or order one, I'll put Jake's link in the description, and you can order one off him. And then it looks like we got our pedals here. So like I said, these pedals are the cheaper pedals. So this is just the TMX wheel. It's not the TMX Pro kit, but it comes with your gas and brake pedal and how it wires up to the actual wheel. So I'm not going to need this, so I'm putting this right back in the box. There's that. And then it also comes with our clamp, where we're going to clamp it down to our rig table, that you would say. So it's a spin clamp. Okay, so that's mainly it for the wheel and the like OEM pedal setup for the TMX. Now we're actually going to go into the Thrustmaster TH8A and T3PA Pro series setup. So, as you can see up top, comes with our directions book to how to set up everything. It should be pretty simple for the Xbox because it's all going to be plug and play, plug right in the Xbox, good to go. For PC, it might be a little bit different. But, so the kit actually comes with a sequential adapter. So instead of going first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, this is just first, second, and then you'll basically in the directions for your settings, you'll be able to change that. So that's pretty sick. I think this is our shift knob. Yep. So this is our shift knob, and you can actually put your own shift knob on there. So that's pretty sweet too. If you wanted to, you can screw your own shift knob on there. We have our power cables. And up top is our shifter. So this is our TH8A shifting component box. So this is our gearbox here. This thing is sweet, holy crap. So comes with our clamp, where we're going to clamp it to the table, or like our adapter. And oh wow, this feels like it's like a real shifter. Wow, that's crazy. This feels like the Z. No joke. That's sick. That's awesome. This looks mint, guys. This is clean. Wow, I'm super pumped about this. This is sick. I don't think the guys are ready yet. I mean, Jake already knows about it, but Jesse and the other guys don't know about it yet. Okay, so we're going to take this off now. Oh, wow. These are sick. So now the cool thing about these pedals, they are full metal. They're not plastic, they're full metal. And then you can also invert them. So they can be floor mounted, or they can be mounted where they're hanging. Move this box out of the way for you guys. These things are no joke. These are heavy, like crazy heavy. These are sick. Donald Trump, you are the man. Okay. So these are floor mounted. This is how it's set up right now, is floor mounted. So if I put it on the rig, I'd have it just laying like this, and then this would be our gas. This would be our brake. That's a tough brake. Wow. That's crazy. And then this is our clutch. This is full metal. This is not like silver plastic. This is all legitimate metal. So now what I've learned is that if you want to invert them, what you would do is you'd have this standing up, and what we'd have to do is take these plates off and swap the pedals around to have these sitting up like that, so they'd be hanging down this way. So like a real race car, or a real car in general. For right now, I'm not going to get into that, but I will be doing that in this video later on, because the first thing we got to do now is actually get the rig going. Okay guys, so this setup that I got off eBay, It comes with the directions right in the front here, so you just want to make sure that you don't like throw away the box off the rip once you open it, because you're going to need these to set this actual rig up itself. So FedEx always gives you like this like little pouch here to open up so you can take it out. That's what it's going to look like at the end of it being built. So I am super pumped for this. This is going to be so freaking rad. So I'm just going to go through and follow the steps. So enjoy this time lapse.
Because of dangerous.
It is looking like a freaking rig right now, guys. This is so sick. So I got everything bolted, mounted up. The slider works. All that's good. So now all we got to do is our last step is just put all of our feet down. So as you notice, even though this is a nice like cement floor, there's still some shaking going on. So that's what these feet alleviate. So once we put them on, we'll actually be able to level everything out, so we won't have this like shake. Alrighty guys, so we're almost freaking there. All we got to do now is set up the pedals, the shifter, and our wheel, and we're freaking good to go. Assetto just downloaded on my Xbox, so we're almost there. Alright, so the first thing is the easiest thing, is we're going to set up our shifter. So I'm going to set it right up here. Don't mind me if I sit down really quick in my new racing sim. So I just double checked where it's mounted up and it's good. And so I might have to push it over to the right just a little bit because my thumb kind of comes in contact with this. So I'm gonna loosen it up. And I'm gonna slide it as far right as I can. So right there. Z-Bruhz rears with caliper adapters and stuff for the rear. But anyway, we've got a really nice manifold coming for it. Essentially a big brake. Tighten it down. There we go. I'm going to get the So some of this I can still tighten for the bolts down there. So right now, like, I'm not worried about that because obviously, like, this is moving when I'm shifting and stuff. But this shifter is sick. So now I'm going to go over the physical application to not have the pedals floor mounted. I'm going to have them actually mounted like this. So I'm going to go through the steps of how to do that right now. So they give you a whole set of hardware and tools and whatnot. So you're going to use one of the Allen keys to basically take this plate off. This is our first step, what we need to do. So there's 4 Allen bolts right here. So now, basically how this is all just set up right here is these 2 screws screw into this plate here, and then these 2, you just want to put those wing nuts back on, just so you don't lose your screws. But that's basically it. Okay, so now since we have the metal plate inverted, so now what we need to do is get these brackets that they give us, and we have to mount up our brackets. There's a couple bolt holes on each side here. So there's 2 bolt holes on each side where it's going to basically be able to hold the bracket or hold this back end up. So I just got to get this open. A little tidbit with these brackets is you want to use this plastic washer. They only come with 2. You want to put the plastic washers up top on the back because the board is actually sucked in a little bit for this compared to this. So this is a little bit wider. So you want the brackets on this to be a little bit wider too. So basically the top bolts, you want to make sure that they have this little washer. Okay, so now that you guys see that I got them inverted now, so the clutch and the gas have the same amount of pressure. You can always change this up by adjusting the spring in the back, but for right now, when it's bone stock, they have the same pressure, and the brake is the toughest because it's obviously in the middle every time if you're driving on a right-hand drive car or a left-hand drive car. So me being in a right-hand drive car, I need to change this pedal with this pedal, and also if you notice, they're upside down. So you guys know me for now, trying to be a perfectionist, that I don't like that. So all you have to do is grab the Allen key that they give you and just flop them over. So you'll move the gas from the left over to the right, and you'll move the clutch from the right over to the left. And now, after all that, your pedals are inverted, so they're not going anywhere. So all you have to make sure is that all these bolts are nice and tight. These are nice and tight, and then that these are nice and tight, and however you want your pedals. So I mean, it's ready to go. So now to mount it up to your rig, basically what you need to do is there's mounting holes such as here, here, and then here and here. So there's 4 down low, 2 up top. So all you'll have to do is kind of just measure out where you want it to go, and then you'll bolt them in on this bottom plate here. So now that our pedals are bolted down, we're just going to set up the wheel. For right now, all I have is the clamp, so I don't have any hardware to actually bolt the wheel up. So I'm just going to clamp the wheel down. The clamp is made to make sure that the wheel stays there. So right now, that's what I'm going to do is just clamp it down. It's pretty simple. So wiring's going to go here. It's going to set the wheel up like that. And then we're just going to attach this. So pretty simple how to attach this. I'm going to lower you guys a little bit. You're going to take this plastic piece and just attach it basically like this really quick. You're going to put this screw part right through here into the actual nut on the bottom here. Tighten it a little bit, and then we mount. Most simple part of the whole entire process, for sure. that's not going anywhere. And then it's got a little latch. You lock it in, and you're good to go. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be sick. So now basically everything's just plugging in and getting ready to play. So this here is your pedal wire. It actually goes right into the like kind of phone jack looking port on the wheel. Then the wheel has its own power source, and then also the source where it's going to go to the Xbox for all the information that's coming from the Xbox. And then what you can do to just keep your wiring nice and clean out of your way is you can use these ties that they give you when you get like a new, like something new, and you can just tie it up. And then tuck it. And now it's out of the way. These ones are kind of tough to be out of the way, so you can either like zip tie it to like the side or make it your own. But I mean, this is going to be out of the way over here anyways, and my Xbox is over here, so that's going to help out. And then all we got to do is get the shifter wiring. Shifter wiring right here. And then it's pretty simple. One is for the PC, and one is for the Xbox, and this one's for the Xbox. The one for the PC has a USB port. This one doesn't. It's got this like little weird circle port, and that's going to go in the back of the wheel also. Alrighty guys, so I am on Xbox Live right now with Jake. We are on Assetto Corsa, and basically what we're doing now is he's going to walk me through actually setting up my Thrustmaster. Oh, this is insane. Oh man, okay. Alright guys, we in it. Okay guys, so it being about 2 days after I set up the rig, I was able to use it. I was able to get some of the actual logistics figured out for the system. I'm actually able to link turns now. I was trying to tandem last night with Jake a little bit. It's a little tough, but this setup is no joke. If you guys are looking for a budget setup that doesn't take up a lot of room, it is completely worth it. I'm telling you right now, so much worth it. Like, I'm so happy I got this. So right before I actually give you guys the outro and everything like that, I'm going to give you a walk around my rig setup now. And this is pretty much how it's going to be like for now until I do have enough money to basically get like a triple monitor setup. But for right now, this is what we're looking at. So we have my seat, the rig, of course, shifter, wheel, pedals, all right there. And then I just have a 55-inch basically just set up right in front of me. And it's pretty legit, guys. Hopefully you guys find this info useful. And I mean, like I said, go ahead and buy the stuff, and you're going to have a blast, and you're going to get as much seat time as possible. So I'm super pumped, and I can't wait to see what's next in store for us and for the rig setup. But going on from there, if you guys are looking for any how-to videos, click this. If you're looking for any drifting videos, click up here. And then don't forget to subscribe up here. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.